what's happening, y'all? Great to see everybody after what was just a 5-star, bona fide, beautiful weekend here in the Bay Area. Hey, my heart goes out to the rest of the United States. We got like bomb cyclones, we got blizzards, we got epic biblical level storms kicking up on the East Coast. You guys have been getting pounded. I got to tell you, out here in California, man, we pay premiums for everything, but we got this weekend and a day like today. I couldn't be happier. It's beautiful all over the place. Great to see everybody lined up. And Tony, the weekend, I was going to say, how was your weekend? You know, I was sitting here thinking about the Grateful Dead, as I do with a lot of my downtime. And I thought about the lyric in The Music Never Stopped, where they're talking about the band. And then Bobby goes, were they ever here at all? Were they ever here at all? And I'm thinking, like, right now, it's like, was the weekend ever here at all? It just wham! It just went by in like 5 seconds. But I hope you guys had a good weekend. Tony, final comment, and I'm going to throw it over to you, is the pre-show post of the day goes out to my very dear friend Rags, Christian Narag, holding it down in the Garden State. Tony, he had a 2-word post about 3 minutes ago. He just wrote, my people, like saying hi to everybody, my people. Nice. But as that has been known to do with you and me, it triggered a Quentin Tarantino flashback from Pulp Fiction when he's yelling. Tarantino's yelling at Travolta. He's yelling at Samuel Jackson when they bring the dead body into his garage. And he's like, you know, if my wife comes home, I'm going to get divorced. Okay. Yep. And I don't want to get divorced. And then he drops this on Travolta, just like Rags with my people. He goes, so you need to make some calls. You need to talk to some people. You know what I mean? That's you, Rags, my people. You need to make some calls. You want to talk to your people. Tony, good day, sir. And talk to me about Tarantino. Talk to me about your weekend, whatever you choose. We'll dive into the guts of the show in a sec. But first of all, greetings, my good man. How are you?
You mentioned Grateful Dead, Paulie, and I'll go dead lyrics about the weekend. California, a prophet on the burning shore.
Oh, okay, all freaking day, dude. The sea will part before me.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Yes, dude. Yeah. And phenomenal weekend. And dude, I texted this to somebody over the weekend. I forget who, but I am so deep into the World Baseball Classic that it's kind
everybody is. Yeah, I'm hearing it from all over my buddies in Boston are into it. Everybody I know out here. And don't sleep on San Francisco Bay Area. It's a hell of a baseball town. As Buster Posey says, it's like a Northeast city on the West Coast when it comes to baseball. And it is. It's become San Francisco is a really good baseball town. Tony, go ahead.
I loved watching Paul Skeens pitch yesterday. I loved Logan Webb on Friday.
Webby.
I love how into it the Team USA is. And
what about Team Espresso too, dude? They're brewing espresso. They're hitting bombs. Team Italy.
Dude, that's today. Italy, Venezuela today. And as much as it would be fun to have Venezuela advance, an Italy USA rematch would be epic in the final. So
I think it's got to happen. It's got to happen. That's the game everybody wants. Let's see it happen.
And how about the kid who hit the go-ahead home run for Team USA last night? Roman Anthony could have been on Team Italia, but he chose Team USA over Team Italia. So,
Tony, quick question, because we keep track of all this stuff here at the PMP immigration office. Is there, and we do have an immigration office, by the way. We have a PMP sports desk. Yes. We have an immigration office. We have a weather center.
You better bring your real ID if you're coming to the office. Bring your real ID.
What? F the real ID. Here's what I got for the real ID. Double guns, right at the. I got a passport. I got a driver's license. What else you want from me? How much time do you think I have to stand around on lines waiting for another form of identification? Hey, I got news for you, Tony. Check this out. Guess what? Guess what? Shout out to Christopher Walken. Guess what? Dude, guess what, pal? The information that the real ID will show you it's the exact same information that you'll find on my driver's license. It's the exact same information and photos you'll find on my passport. Give a guy a break. You know what I mean? Give a guy a break. Here's my question about Roman Anthony. Tony, I am at the PMP immigration desk right now, and I need to know pronto any relation to Michael Anthony, bass player from Van Halen.
I highly doubt it, although it is Wolfgang Van Halen's birthday today, so you are talking Van Halen on the right day. But I don't think
wait. I think any day is the right day to talk Van Halen. But
this is true. But when it's the Wolfgang's 35th birthday, I can't believe he's 35 already. And Paulie, stand by.
Guess what? Thank you. Guess what? Yeah, a little Chris Walken on a Monday.
A little Chris Walken for you. I don't think he's related to Michael Anthony, but I'm sure he probably has an appreciation for Van Halen and the vocal prowess of a Michael Anthony, not just the bass playing skills, but the vocal skills of a Michael Anthony. But Paulie, I was so deep into the World Baseball Classic, dude. I loved yesterday's game, that battle with the Dominican Republic. I hate to see it end on a bad call because it was a great take by Perdomo on a 3-2 count with Tatis on deck with would have been runners on first and second. I mean, that was just
let him play, Tony. I hate games ending on a bad call like that. That's a horrible way to end a tight game like that. Very disappointing.
Yes, we can talk about it later on the show. Like, do you want the ABS coming to the World Baseball Classic? Because the World Baseball Classic, I still like human error. I will always like human error over expecting perfection, and also stopping games and game stoppage just because we try to get every single play right. You're not going to get every single play right. It's part of being a human being. It's part of life.
I enjoy human beings. I would prefer to be a human. I enjoy human beings. I enjoy relationships with human beings. I like a handshake, a hug, a kiss with a real human. Yes. I got to tell you, Tony, I'll take a room full of humans as opposed to a road full of driverless cars and AI bots just kind of taking over jobs and stuff. I'll stick with the humans while I still can.
Yeah,
you know?
Totally. Stand by, Paulie.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, man. No, I love it. Go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Ooh, look at
It's
this.
business time.
All right. Okay.
I just want to get to some business time, Paulie, right out of the gates. Dom Peralta is a super. And also, I want to remind people, please go to our YouTube channel at Polymax Particles. Like and subscribe while you're there. Check out the links page if you want to buy some merch, if you want to sponsor a segment. And if you want to go RSVP for our March 25th Giants-Yankees season opening watch party and hang at Standard Deviant Brewing on Pier 70, 1070 Maryland Street at their beautiful brand new tap room. Please join us. 4 o'clock, they open the doors, 5:05 first pitch, and go Logan freaking Webb, who's pitching freaking well, dude. No runs against Canada on Friday.
Yeah, it's badass.
Yeah, the guy, 5 Ks, I think it was either 5 or 7 Ks. I don't have the line in front of me, but Logan is looking in tip-top shape, ready for the opener, man, against the and this preparation is I love this type of preparation. It's because it's like they're so into it. It's not spring training vibes. It is these guys are playing to win. And I loved Paul Skeens last night at the after in the post game with Ken Rosenthal, who maybe for another
minute. I'm not, right. There's a limit. There's a limit with the bow tie. I got it. I get it. Whatever. Yeah.
I don't know. I'd rather say,
yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Dude, you know what? Hey, Smoltz, walk down from the booth and get your ass down to the field because I'll take Smoltz. Dude, you know how much of a John Smoltz head I am in the booth. The guy is.
I love Smoltz too. He's money. He's nice and calm. He's rational, and he's not condescending. He doesn't talk down to the audience like he speaks to you as if you're like you're sitting in his living room. I think he's really good too, Smoltz. He's probably my favorite baseball voice right now. When you're doing national games, I prefer Smoltz. Yeah,
100%, Paulie. And his content, what he breaks down, and he was talking about Skeens, and he's like, I would go like he was talking about. I'd go one more fastball, then I'd go a slider here. He was breaking it down when to throw the slider because Skeens. I mean, not Skeens. Mac Miller. Dude. I'm sorry, Mason Miller. Mac Miller's the artist, by the way.
Mac Miller is right. I was gonna say, wait, hold on. What? Who? Yeah. Sure you're not talking about Mac Jones? Sure you're not talking about Paulie Mac? Any other great Macs I'm leaving out? You sure you're not talking about the Big Mac, Tony? Carry on.
Well, there's Big Mac Land in St. Louis as well.
Dude, we might have to put that on the. Sorry for the detour, but you've come to know and expect that from the PMP boys. How about this? We don't stay on point. We can't stay on point. You want to talk about ADD? Raise your hand. Tony and I are like the poster boys, dude. You flash a shiny object in front of us, we're gone. We're gone. So, Tony, real quick on just a little detour, and then I want you to go right back to your Mac Miller thing. I want you to say that, or I want to remind everybody, rather, the bummer brackets are about to take shape again. We have the March Madness brackets out. We'll take a look at those later. Santa Clara got in. I'm so happy for the Broncos. More, it's going to be nice. More on that in a minute. But the bummer brackets are about to return. And I started thinking maybe we should have like a Mac bracket, like where it's like Big Mac, Paulie Mac, Mac Miller, Mac Jones. Isn't there like a Mac Dre too? There's a Mac Dre out there somewhere. I think a Mac Dre. Throw him
There's
on a list.
also Return of the Mac. You said the actual sandwich that is the Big Mac.
Yeah. And by the way, I do
Mac.
expect to lose in the first round. I do. I'm expecting that. Don't advance me. It would be more appropriate if I just get bumped right out of the bracket. But just an idea, a Mac bracket, because we are shaping up the brackets right now. We're getting that stuff ready.
I'm down with that. And hold on. Mason Miller. Sorry. The guy was blowing 102, dude. So, and to Smoltz's point that it was so good of him to throw a slider when he struck out the first hitter of the inning. I forget who it was for the Dominican Republic, but the guy had no chance if he threw a slider because he's trying to, get ahead of a 102-mile-an-hour fastball. So if you throw a slider, you're toast. And it was just like, God, I couldn't imagine facing. And that big, huge, menacing dude in Mason Miller is just a huge dude throwing 102. Just the guts on that guy. But that's why I felt bad for Perdomo. That was a great take. That 3-2 slider, he took it. Should have been ball 4. And you know what? That's just it just wasn't meant to be. But I will say I do love watching Manny Machado strike out anytime possible. I'm not a Manny Machado guy.
Right.
I just freaking love the World Baseball Classic. I love the passion. I love the craziness on the sidelines and in the dugout on the baselines. And I love bat flips and I love the passion and I love the fist pumping and the trash talking. And when Julio Rodriguez,
let me jump right in now to your wrap here. Would you have enjoyed a bat flip as much as you do now when you were competing on the mound, throwing it, really competing, and your opponent took you yard and then flipped the bat 30 feet in the air? I'm asking, would you have a problem then?
I would not enjoy it, but it also, I shouldn't give up a cock shot to have him go deep on me.
Number cock shot, is it? It's cock shot. Oh,
yeah. That's
I don't know. No. Cock shot. I just didn't
cock shot down the middle. Fastball down the middle.
Hashtag cock shots. Go ahead. Paulie Mack and the cock shots coming soon. Yes.
You also have to tip your cap when somebody does that. And if you're still pissed off about the bat flip, then you can throw high and tight next time. The unwritten rules of baseball. That's what I love about the World Baseball Classic is this whole freaking, don't show emotion on the field. Don't disrespect the game. I'm sorry. I'm new school where I'm loving guys just jumping out of the dugout when somebody goes deep. I mean, that Abreu, we'll show it here in a few seconds. That Abreu's bat flip for Venezuela on what was that, Saturday, was phenomenal. I mean, he threw it. I don't know how high he threw it, but we can show it to you. You know what, Polly? I'm just going to show it right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have it loaded.
Cock shots you want to show me too? The audience is requesting some cock shots. If you could.
Nobody's heard the term cock shot for.
I've heard it. No, Tony, it's not that we haven't heard it. It was a little unexpected. I was like, you're throwing cock shots. It was the way you said it. It was a moment. It was just a moment in time, and it made your co-host laugh. Tony, carry on, please.
Okay, good. All right. Well, there'll be more cock shots in the future. That's for damn
I want cock shots. Yeah, Rex, not you.
Yeah. Look at this though. Can you see that piece? So we got and listen to the audio too. And the crowd. Listen,
I'm ready.
This is phenomenal. This is against Japan too. So Venezuela ousting the reigning champion Japan and getting to Yamamoto early, by the way.
Good. It's about time. It's about time.
Stand by, Paul. Here we go.
Standing.
What? Dude.
Jesus. Watch out. Heads up. Where'd that thing come down?
That's amazing, dude. Listen to that crowd.
It's great, man.
Oh, so good. Here you want to go back to the bat flip? Actually, you can see. Did it? Somebody
that
tried
could easily. That could have brained somebody.
Yeah, it doesn't get down anybody. There we go. It didn't hit anybody. That's good. But yeah, I love it. I freaking love it, man. And if Venezuela wins tonight, then bring it on because Team USA is waiting. And then if Italy wins, then oh my God, rematch.
Well, no disrespect to Venezuela at all. I have no disrespect, but I want Italy. I want the matchup. I want USA Italy one more time. Let's Let's get the freaking the bald eagle and the espresso machines. Let's do it again. Okay. I want to go back a step. Take a step back, y'all. I want to take a step back before we take a step forward and shout out a couple of great posts I saw. For starters, Red Jet Shell, who's been and good to see you. She's been commenting about a variety of things. She goes, first of all, yes, Paulie Mac, there was a Mac Dre. Rest in peace. Thank you for that. I forgot. Dom Peralta for the other Mac bracket. Dude, Tony, grab a pen. These are good ones. Dom Peralta goes, how about Mac Williamson? Great call. Mac Williamson, great guy, great giant. What?
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, Mac Williamson, he had a couple of moments. He was all right. Mac Williamson, Rags coming in with Khalil Mack, another good one, dude. There's a lot of Macs. There's more Macs than I expected. So anyway, we don't have to do the Mac bracket, but I'm throwing it out there if we need to fill some spaces. So all that stuff. And then Red Jet Shell, I think was, and this kind of, I'm speaking for anybody out there who has similar questions. The opening day party is next Wednesday. I know Tony hit this, but people come and go. Next Wednesday, we'll start kind of entering the building around 4:30. The party begins with first pitch and all that. There's no cost. There's no tickets. Just show up and have a great time. This is Standard Deviant Brewing on Pier 70. It's right across the street from the Bay. If you attended our holiday party, that's where it's happening again. So thank you, Standard Deviant, and looking forward to that. Okay, Tony.
I had an idea about your Mac bracket real quick, about your Mac bracket.
Yeah, go.
What if we had a famous Tonys against all the Macs going against each other? You got Tony Soprano.
Phenomenal. No, it's phenomenal. Yeah. Well, it's a win. The Tonys are going to win. I mean, I can already advance the Tonys right now. The Macs, like Khalil Mack, Paulie Mac, we can't compete with Tony Soprano, the great, or even a creative Tony.
Say Tony Danza. What about Tony Danza? I think he would have made a
listen. I demand Tony Danza, dude. Right? I demand him wearing that Yankees jacket on Taxi, dude. You know what I mean? Yes. Give me Tony Danza or give me death. You know what I'm saying? I want Danza or death. I love the idea. I love it. I love it.
Danza on Who's the Boss, right? Who's the Boss?
Sure.
Were you a Judith Light fan or were you a Mona fan? On Who's the Boss?
I don't know that I can differentiate. I was kind of moving away from sitcoms at that juncture. I think I was like
Judith Light was the blonde who was more Tony's age, and then Mona was Judith Light's mom.
Sorry,
Tony's mom.
I don't.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. All good, man. Who's the boss forever? I go. I'll stand by it.
Big Al, dude. Big Al coming in with Tony Montana from freaking Scarface, dude. The Tonys are going to dominate, but I'll take my beating. I'll take it. I'll take the beating. Tony, I love that. I want the Tonys and the Macs to converge. So whoever comes out of each bracket has to play each other, whether it's a Paulie Mac creative Tony or whether it's a Tony Danza Mac Dre. You know what I'm saying? But sure. Max, I loved how we stumbled into this today. It's actually a great idea, you guys. Nice. And other great Tonys. I mean, the list goes on for forever. By the way, give me a famous Tony rock star or musician. Go.
Gosh.
I'll start. I'll give you one. Tony Thompson on drums from Chic and the Power Station. Tony Thompson. All right, Tony, you're up.
Damn, that's what I was trying to think of, Paulie. I don't know many other Tony musicians.
Noemi, Lady Catalina with the reverse dunk, dude. Even though we never see this guy, he's discussed. He's a big part of the Pulp Fiction plot. Tony Rocky Horror. That is it. That's, you know what, Noemi? Maybe my favorite post you've ever put up ever. Tony Rocky. That's the guy that threw off a balcony because he touched Uma Thurman's feet. Tony.
Nice. Great freaking call, Paulie. And then there's also, of course, Tony Iommi, our guy.
Oh, see, this is not, there's going to be no contest. This is a no contest. Iommi just won. Iommi just won the whole bracket. He won it all.
You got Tony Bennett to go up against as well.
I got to go with Iommi on this one.
You know?
If you're offering me Bennett or Sabbath, I'm taking Sabbath, man. No disrespect.
Although, Paulie, I will say that one of the greatest traditions in baseball, because I know like they play New York at Yankee Stadium, you know, and they do different things at different stadiums. When the Giants win and they play Tony Bennett with the video montage,
with the twinkling piano,
yeah, no, loveliness of Paris. It's
little cable cars, dude. You know what I mean? Sure. Little effing cable cars all day. all day.
Climb halfway to the stars. Come
That's
on,
not a
dude.
bad Bennett you're chucking, Mister.
Oh,
I
thank
can't
you.
sing, Mister. I can never take a vocal. I have no. You sounded pretty good to me right there. The Tony brackets and the Mac
beat
brackets.
LA, dude. Beat LA. Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk.
No, it's not even a contest. This is
Sorry.
it's almost getting abusive. It really is. It's getting abusive. It's just too much. There's too many Tonys. You know, just way too many.
Hey, it's all in celebration of the espresso machine and the wine and Team Italia. Go Team Italia. And by the way, Noemi Escobar, sorry about Puerto Rico. Valiant effort by Puerto Rico. Valiant effort. And also valiant effort by República Dominicana. Just phenomenal. Did you see the video over the weekend of Juan Marichal in the clubhouse for the Dominican Republic? Did you happen to see that?
No,
if not, I'll just show it. He's partying with it's just a great video of Juan Marichal. Anyways, Paulie,
hey, Tony, sorry, as I'm getting my inferiority complex is exploding into the community right now, but I have to thank Beat LA. Someone's trying to come to my aid here. Beat LA goes, guys, don't even worry about it. Here's Bernie Mac. See, but the problem is I got to put Bernie. Yeah, no, Bernie Mac was legit, dude. Bernie Mac. We'll come up with some good Macs, but again, the Tonys are, I mean, boy, it's a dominant freaking dominant bracket over there with the Tonys. It's gonna be tough.
Was Bernie Mac the one?
Nobody said that. I can't believe Rags hasn't put Tony Romo up there yet. So I'll say it, Tony Romo. Dude, Tony Salvador, Matt Stenson. There's another one. It's not even fair. This isn't even fair. You know what I mean? Salvador, Iomi, Danza. You know what I mean? Creative. It's going to be a blowout, folks.
No,
Tony,
you got Willie Mac. You got Willie Mac. You got Willie Mac.
I'll take Willie Mac. Now we're talking.
Okay.
Stretch, come on down. Hold on, Tony. Keep talking. I dropped my gear. I'll be right back. Look at Tony frozen up with the fruit juice. Oh, that's a tough look right there. T, are you with us? Okay. No, I don't think he is. All right. Tony, if you're there, you're going to need to jump out and come back. Although I do like having that frozen Tony fruit punch. You know what the crazy thing about this is, you guys? Tony, swear to God, we've mentioned this on the show a couple times, and it's true. Tony, a couple of weeks ago, spent a pretty good deal of money on like some highest speed possible known to mankind. Like, what was it, Dom? An Ethernet cable, something like that. Dude, Webby Tony Monero. Damn, it's a blowout, is what it is. The Tony brackets are going to blow out the Mac brackets, but I'll take it. I'll take my beating like.
You guys there? Can you see me? Can you guys see me? Can you guys give me a thumbs up in the chat if you can see me? Let's see if Paulie can make it back. Oh no, there's Paulie back. Let's see. Paulie, you got me?
What are you doing, bro? You blew me out. You blew me off the air. How did you do that? Why did you do
froze. That? We both froze, Paulie. We both disappeared and froze.
Perfect.
So that's why I got rid of both of us.
Great.
And now
the best part is I sat here and I kept talking. I didn't even know I was frozen. I was like, yes, anyway. I was just talking. I had no idea what's frozen. You know what, dude? I was trying to rush to your defense and tell the audience that you just spent all this money on like highest speed cable known to mankind, and it still doesn't work. How do you like that? Tony, can you hear me?
It's phenomenal. I don't know what.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
You can't hear me?
I can.
Yeah.
Can you? Okay, good. I'm just checking. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I can. Yeah. And by the way, it only took 23 minutes to get there, but shout out to you and me both wearing Grateful Dead shirts today. Always a good thing.
Oh, there we go. Oh, by the way, to this day in Grateful Dead history, I want to give shout out to GratefulDeadOfTheDay.com. Great website. March 16th, 1968, the Carousel Ballroom in San Francisco, Paulie. Dark Star opener, Paulie. That's all I have to say.
You know what trips me out about that? When you go back and start looking at the old set list, like that's a show. I wasn't even on planet Earth yet. I wasn't even here. You know what I mean? For that gig. Tony? Oh, for God's sakes. All right, Ken, I'm sorry, you guys. I apologize. Can you guys see me? Can you guys hear me? Tommy, can you see me? Tell me if you can still see me. If not, I'm going to leave.
It's bonkers.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. That's bonkers, Paulie, that you weren't even. How many years? So it's 68. When did they form?
65. Yeah.
Dude, bonkers. So I don't know if it's the heat wave. I don't know what's going on, but we've got oh, by the
Maybe it
way,
is the heat wave. You know what? F the heat wave. I have a feeling, Tony, there's some kind of delay between us. It's horrible. You can't see it's happening right now. It's happening right now. What do we do, Tony? I'm leaving. I'll tell you what's going to happen. I'm going to make an emergency. I'm going to abandon ship. Hold on.
I'm back.
This sucks. Hey, Musk, StreamYard, whoever's in charge here. Tony, I'm leaving. I'll be back. Take care of Spandau Ballet. Cheeks is dropping
go ahead.
bomb.
Come back.
Cheeks is dropping bomb. Give Cheeks some love. I'll be right back. Sorry, you guys. This is not my fault. Again, Goodwill Hunting. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Sorry, Tony. Hold on. I'll stand by. This is.
All right, there we go. So Paulie's freezing up on me. I'm at Longbridge Pizza with big time internet here in the building and in the studio. So I don't know if it's something going on in the building. I don't know, but it's powerhouse internet. It's high speed internet here, high speed in the building of the American Industrial Center. And I don't know if it's something on Paulie's end, if it's on my end, but we're gonna work on it, you guys. More other things we wanted to talk about today. Brosa, is it going to become a reality? Joey Bosa, and how about how Nick Bosa just restructured his contract to make some room. Mrs. Bosa posted something with Nick and Joey in the number 97 and number 99. I know she posted something last year as well, but maybe there is some smoke, or maybe some fire where there is that smoke. And then also the Luke McCaffrey for Brandon Ayuk trade possibility. That rumor, like I would do that in a freaking heartbeat. And then also Dante Whitner breaking it down about Dre Greenlaw coming back to the Niners and how that will light a great fire under D Winters as they compete for that starting linebacker position. Stand by. Paulie's back in the mix. Hold on. Let's see if this works out. Hold it now. Hold it now. Hold it now. Hit it. Okay, Paul. You there?
Yeah. No, I'm here. I'm just waiting for the next mishap. How we doing?
You're there.
Horrible.
I'm delayed. I'm delayed.
Beyond belief.
At
least for me.
No, you stay. I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
Get out of here. Just come back and make it work, for God's sakes. Yep. That's why I give you the big bucks, man.
I'm leaving.
Like, come back. Be gone, my good man, and then come back. Sorry, you guys. I did not expect this today. I don't know what's going on. Thanks, Rags. We'll take it. I'm trying. We're trying. We're sorry. I don't know what he was talking about. I don't know where we are in the show, so I'm going to make an executive call. Here's what we're doing. I'm going to give Stellar Design some love while we still have the ability to do that. Stellar effing Design. Don Peralta, Stellar Design. You don't know about Stellar Design, but you probably know Don Peralta. He's our art director. He's our great friend. He's one of our guiding lights, really, in the show and bringing you guys the show on a daily basis. So let's sing the praises of Stellar Design. This is Dom's design firm. When he's not involved with the PMP show or Brooksy or Tolbert, he's doing his own job and his own business. And Stellar is the San Francisco Bay Area-based industrial design studio shaping the future of product innovation. We have an announcement today. We are saying go Team Italy. Also, RSVP for opening day. Pretty pleased. That would help all of us. We're trying to get a head count here. When Tony comes back, we'll throw the link up. But it's an Eventbrite. We're just trying to get a head count. That's all it is. There's no money involved here or anything like that. But please do RSVP so Dom knows and all of the people at Standard Deviant know. Mark DeVito would like a head count if possible. Back to Stellar, some of the good work that they do create award-winning designs with meaningful connections between people, product, and brand. So whether you're an individual with an idea, a startup, a Fortune 500 company, Stellar Design offers partnership to achieve out-of-this-world design. Visit stellar.design and make design impact. You can always email Dom anytime. Dominic at Stellar. Design. There's my fat face. I don't know where Tony is, but hopefully Tony will be back shortly. In the meantime, folks, I've said this before, like Dom has already done some really cool creations for the opening night party. Like he's got this great poster for the Polymac and Friends gig this week. He's created these custom t-shirts that will be available for sale. They'll be on site. You'll also be able to pick them up on our link. So he's now the thing to do is return the love to Dom. Let's give this guy some business. So if you have a marketing campaign, if you're a freelance advertising guy, you need some artwork, talk to Dom Peralta. If you have a big family kind of event coming up, talk to Dom Peralta. Let him custom something for the event. Like if it's your parents', 40th, 50th anniversary, something big like that. Maybe it's a high school graduation. Maybe it is a college graduation. Let Dom just set Dom loose. Like Loverboy said, turn him loose and let him do his work, and he'll come back with great results. Thank you, Dom. And thank you, Stellar Design. When Tony comes back, we'll throw the RSVP up. Yeah, thank you so much, man. Okay, in the meantime, I want to go back to what's in front of us. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? Since we're doing like plugs and promotions right now, I'm just reminding everybody this Friday, badges, believe me, we do put Dom to work. This Friday is the Polymac and Friends gig at the Brisbane Inn. We are going to start 2 sets of music at 7 p.m. The first set is a mixed bag. The second set is going to be all Grateful Dead. It's a Bob Weir tribute set. We're really getting excited for it now because we had a full band rehearsal over the weekend, and I got to tell you, the players I've surrounded myself with, these guys are all great. I got Tyler Schusterman on lead guitar, David Drutz on bass, Bob Marcucci on drums, and our very own P&P Familia member, Jeff Faust of the Freestone Peaches. I'm not sure if he's on the comment line right now, but, Nutter says everything looks and sounds good. Thank you. I'm glad. Thank God. A little too much Polymac, though. I hate when I'm that big on the screen. I need Tony to balance it out, but thank you. At least you guys can see and hear. Here he comes. Tony, I'm just plugging the gig real quick for Friday. Stand by. So Jeff Faust from the Freestone Peaches is going to come to the gig, and he's also going to come up on stage. He's going to play a couple of songs during the Grateful Dead set. I got 2 really good ones picked out for Fausty. Tony is a 50-50. I don't know if he's going to be there, but if he does, we'll probably drag his ass up there as well for some jamming. But I was saying, Tony, we had a full band practice at Bob Marcucci's studio on Saturday. This band sounds really good. They really do. Like these guys, again, like I think I have finally figured out the key for a player like me or a player like you, because Tony and I are kind of simpatico that way. I'm not Eddie Van Halen, folks, believe me. And Tony is not Geddy Lee. We just love music and we love playing music. But the secret is surround yourself with superior players and suddenly you're getting away with it. That's kind of how I feel, because we ran through both sets on Saturday and I was like, damn, these guys, this is a good band. These guys I'm playing with, they're all really good. So come on down. We'll see you at the Brisbane Inn on Friday. Come on down.
Paulie, hi.
Hi, Tony. How was your trip?
I just did everything. I restarted my computer. I exited the Wi-Fi, redid the Wi-Fi. I'm thinking about the engineers that I've worked with in my mind, telling me, "Oh, did you turn it off and turn it back on? Did you leave and come back? Did you restart?"
That's so funny. That is the first thing. Did you power it off and power it back on? Well, not yet, but I mean, anybody can do that. I'm calling you for like some expertise.
Right? Exactly. So I'm fingers crossed as we sit here and do the show. Thank you everybody for your patience as we are embark on the second half hour of the
just a little patience. Why did Axl Rose do that like Ethel Merman voice? Just a little patience. When he does that weird voice, why does he do that, Tony? Explain.
I don't know, man, but I love that track, dude. I've been walking the streets at night.
You know what I love about that? I love the video at the end where Axl is on the phone. He's talking to somebody. Then he just throws the phone on the ground and starts stomping it with his boot heel. He just starts beating the crap out of the phone. I love that. God only knows what was being said on the other end of that call.
Totally. And I gotta respect Axl and Slash. They're on the road right now. They're gigging right now. They're on tour right now.
Tony, so you know what's crazy? Since Guns N' Roses kind of like reformed, they've literally been on the road for like 11 years straight. They haven't stopped. Like that's all they do is tour now. I respect it too. If you're a musician, get out there and play. That's all. And they're doing that. They go around the world. I think they're coming back to California next year. I don't think there's a Bay Area gig, but I would go see them anytime. just for the sake of seeing Slash play guitar, it's always a treat watching that dude play.
Paulie, speaking of just playing, yesterday, Dubs, Knicks.
I watched it.
$193 million of salary money out for the game yesterday, and they only lose by 3. And by the way, the Knicks played their bigs. They played Karl Anthony Towns. They played Jalen Brunson and Podziemski, 25 points, right?
Tony,
our guy Guy Santos dropping 22.
Thank God for Guy. I'm serious, not a joke. Thank God for Guy Santos.
He had 20. Post had 22. Guy had 20. But dude, Santos had 7 boards, 7 assists. Quentin Post 3 boards, 3 assists. Pat Spencer 9 points on the bench. Gary Payton, the GP2 with 19 points off the bench. Like, dude, the fact that they even made a game out of that. I
have a lot to say. I'm glad you brought up the Warriors, Tony. Thank you. For starters, this is really unfortunate, but I'm just giving you the stats, folks. Did you know, Tony, that yesterday, because the Warriors, they were up big in the first half. They were like running the Knicks off the court at the Garden. And like Tony said, without Butler, without Draymond, without Steph, like all their big dogs weren't playing, without Seth Curry even. Dude, It's another time. So, Tony, yesterday was the 12th time this year the Warriors have blown a double-digit lead and wound up losing the game, the 12th. And I feel like this road trip that they're on right now, that was their 5th straight L. Out of the 5 games we're talking about, these consecutive losses, at least 3 of those, maybe 4, at least 3 have been a single possession loss, like where they've lost by 3 points or fewer. And it's really heartbreaking because they're competing their guts out. They just don't have the horses to compete with. Like, I mean, the Knicks are one of the better teams in the East. And, you know, the fact that they hung around, they did the same thing with OKC a couple of weeks ago, a week and a half ago. They competed their asses off and they couldn't close. Same thing with Utah. They competed their asses off. They couldn't close. They lost by a bucket or 2 points, something like that. And again, on top of all of this, the indignity of the NBA going, hey, Warriors, guess what? Get in a plane and go down because it's another back-to-back. They have another game today. I mean, I don't know what the problem is here. The Warriors have been saddled. How many is it? If you can help me on that one, Fareed, I could use some stats on that. Is it I think it might be the 16th back-to-back the Warriors have had this year, which is freaking insane. Like, anyway, I don't know what the NBA is doing scheduling-wise, but yesterday was a really tough loss for the Warriors, a heartbreaker in the Garden. Oh, dude, here's a positive thing from the game yesterday. Tony, this is why I take notes, because if I didn't write this down, I never would have remembered. You know who was sitting courtside yesterday and easily seen like the entire game? Susan Tedeschi and Derek Trucks, courtside, right by the Knick bench. Dude, Trucks is a big boy.
Yeah, he is.
Derek Trucks is a big guy. Like, you could see his body size compared to some of the players that were checking in, dude, because guys were checking in right in front of Trucks and Tedeschi, right in front. And I was like, damn, Trucks is a big dude. Yeah.
Was Trucks holding Garcia's guitar that his buddy just
that guitar you're talking about, that guitar you're talking about, Tiger, Jerry played that at the Garden dozens of times. Dozens. Right. And I think Trucks is doing a run at the Beacon Theater right now, so he must have the night off yesterday. But great to see Susan Tedeschi and Derek Trucks talk about a marriage that I admire. You know what I mean? They're in the same band, they're husband and wife, and they seem like they couldn't be happier. I ask everybody this, Tony, how do you do it? What's the secret? Go.
To what?
Happy marriage. What are you laughing at? I don't know. It wasn't even a joke, folks. I meant it. What's the secret? How do you do it? What?
We would all like to be able to live an uncluttered life, a simple life, a good life.
I don't know that answer, Paul.
I don't know. I like that. Yeah, by the way, Robot Centaur, thank you, my friend. I think they were scheduled for 17 back-to-backs. I'm telling you, I don't want to cry like I don't want to be a victim over here, but I got to tell you, that is not fair. That is just Bush scheduling. And I don't know why the Warriors have to be saddled with more back-to-backs than any other team. What did the Warriors do to the head vampire over there, Adam Silver, with his little skinny neck? What did they do to piss this guy off?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's brutal. And that's why that's back to Steve Kerr wanting to reduce the regular season to 72 games. I mean, when you have this many back-to-backs, I can understand why. I could understand. I mean, Kerr is one frustrated MFer this season, dude. And with all the injuries. And by the way, over the weekend, Steph turned 38. So happy birthday to Steph Curry. There's great footage. I'm almost nervous to show it on the show because I don't want to send us into another tailspin, but I might
know
try.
there's a lot going on right now. No, I could use a good tailspin. What do you got?
Well, it's video of Steph as a kid playing ball. I think it's in an oversized Reggie Miller jersey. It's phenomenal. So
yeah, they showed that clip during the game yesterday. They showed that clip. It was really cool. Yeah,
just fantastic. Stand by. I'm gonna roll the dice here, Paulie, and there's some really good stuff that I pulled up over the weekend. Where is come on, Stefan, where are you, buddy? I had it in the bookmarks, and now it's just not there. That's just
Robot Centaur is answering my question, and so is Rags about what's the key to a happy marriage, or just the even more simple question: how do you do it? How do you do it? I like to ask everybody, especially people who've been married for a long periods of time. Robot Centaur Fareed goes, I'll tell you how you sustain a happy marriage. The husband is never right,
dude.
That's it. The husband is never right. Carry on. You want a happy marriage? Never assume you're right about anything ever. Rags, the key to a happy marriage, a one-word answer: octopus.
I was going to say two words. Two words that my dad told me years ago. Yes, dear. Yes, dear.
Yeah, although I would counter, Rags, you and I can have a great debate. Not even, maybe a debate. Like we'll get a couple of podiums. You talk octopus, I'll have counterpoints. Here's my counterpoint to your octopus stance. When I said, what's key to a happy marriage? Rags goes, the octopus. I'm going to go ahead and suggest very gently, you could have the happiest marriage ever known to the human species, but still have a need to get an octopus out every now and again. So I'm just saying, like, octopus is universal. Bad marriage, good marriage, no marriage. There's always going to be an octopus around. Food for thought, folks. That's all.
100%. And, I was going to say something. I won't say it.
Look at Steph. What a cute kid, dude. Look at the cuteness of a Steph Curry right there.
Well, watch this video real quick. This is amazing stuff right here. Look at Steph right here. The birthday boy on Saturday, turned 38, oversized Reggie Miller jersey. Look at Dell.
Wow,
right there.
that one's so young.
Look at Steph, though, behind the back. I mean, come on.
Show me that again. I want to see that again. Rewind that clip. Look at this guy. Show me the pass.
Incredible. Look at this.
No, the footwork, too. Look at this guy.
Dude.
He could play high school ball right here. Throw him on De La Salle right now.
Look at this.
Get out of here.
Look at this. Isn't this incredible?
Insane. Look at him carving up the defense, dude. Kicking it. Nice dish.
That unbelievable, man.
Nice dish.
I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough.
There are people. I do think, Tony, that there are people. He is such a savant. And with that kind of talent, that once in a generation talent he has, and you always have to remind people of this too. It's not like Steph Curry rolls out of bed and starts hitting half court threes. He practices his balls off at that. It would not surprise me if Steph Curry's putting up shots right now. Like right now, as we speak, he's probably putting some work in. And that's the thing. Steph Curry has that generational talent, but he backs it up with the hard work. I mean, it's like Eddie Van Halen.
Yep.
Yet he is a God-given freak of nature when it comes to his talents playing guitar, but he also played like 24 hours a day. I mean, he
put in the work, Paulie. Like the kids, I tell my kids all the time because they want to be better ball handlers, they want to be better shooters. I'm like, get in the backyard and start shooting hoops. You want to make free throws? You want to be like, and I say, watch Steph. He does the exact same routine on the free throw line every single free throw. I said, create a routine and do not deviate from it.
What was the name of that guy that was on the Utah Jazz that used to like touch his face as a hello?
Jeff Hornacek.
That was nice. Hornacek, good call. Yeah. Remember that? You'd be on the live, be like,
yeah. That was Hornacek.
I remember this one too, and I always thought this is really cool. Mark Jackson, if you remember Mark Jackson, shout out Mark Jackson. He was the original coach of this whole Warrior dynasty, which now seems like it's coming to an end. But Mark Jackson on the free throw line, do you remember he used to do this? He would stand there, he'd put the ball on his hip, he would take a deep breath, and then he would go. He would put his thumb up. So he told us, I think he said this on the Murph and Mac show once when we had him on. I go, dude, what are you doing with your thumb? Why are you doing that? And he goes, I like to envision, I line my thumb up with the rim of the bucket, and I try to just imagine the ball going right over my thumb and into the rim, like right over my thumb. So it was like a little thing, but he did that, to your point, every time on the line. He had a routine too.
It's so good. I'm like, you want to get very good at something, you gotta put in the work every day. I tell my son, there's a net and a tee in the backyard. Go feed yourself. You don't need me to feed you soft toss or throw you BP.
Is he not a practice? He doesn't like to practice?
He's okay, but I think it's like kind of this age. Most of the kids,
my kid went through that. He didn't want to practice. He liked games. He's like, I like games, Dad. I'm like, yeah, no, but you can't play in the game unless you go to practice, and you got to work all week. It's part of it.
We try to make practices more game-like. I got to shout out this Legends Baseball is the company called, the group that's called, down here on the peninsula. And I think he's up and down the peninsula and all over the Bay Area, but he has this thing called Speedball, which is great. And so you have, if say you have 9 kids, you have 6 kids in the field and you have 3 hitting, and there's 3 teams of 3, and then they just rotate and you play 3 outs and they rotate. And you can have a coach pitching or you can have kids pitch, but you got to make it more game-like and more competition-like is more engaging for the kids, I've noticed. And then, dude, yesterday, by the way, Paul, you'd love this. You know those jumping boxes for like plyometrics, if you want to jump onto a box? Have you seen those in gyms?
Well, I have, and also remember, crisscross will make you jump. Tony, go ahead.
Yeah. Yes, the Mac Daddy will make you jump.
Put him on. Now we're talking. That's the kind of Mac I need on my side. Put that little kid with the backward pants on my bracket.
100%.
Yeah.
But all of our kids.
By the way, real quick, another side note. Sorry, Tony. Sorry to interrupt you twice now. I'll go for thrice if I have to. Should we show up opening night with the backward pants on as a tribute? Just a little tribute?
Fine.
Backward pants, dude. Backward Rod Beck jersey, too, for me.
I have overalls I'll wear backwards. That's fine. Okay. But
good.
All of our kids, they don't stride towards the pitcher, they're stride foot. They stride towards most right-handed hitters. They stride towards third base.
Yeah.
Dom's a lefty. He strides a little bit towards first base. Anyway, so I bought a jumping box from our backyard and I put it behind them in the batter's box so they couldn't stride towards third base. And so they were restricted. And it was,
I like that.
All kinds. This is so uncomfortable. What do we do? I can't hit. I can't do this. And I'm like, this is the best.
These kids today, they don't like adversity. They think that everyone's coming to serve them. It's like, guys, you gotta, there's a world out there. They're not looking to give you everything you need at the snap of a finger.
Okay,
Tony, I
get some other questions for you too, Paulie, on the show.
Questions about what?
About life and just the existence. No,
well, you're asking the wrong guy. If you think I have any answers, you've come to the wrong person. I have more questions. I have no answers. I have nothing but questions. Tony, while you were absent earlier today, reconfiguring the litmus configuration, shout out Midnight Run, if you know what I'm talking about, have you done the litmus configuration? Tony, I was doing a Dominic Stellar design spot, and if you could please put up the RSVP. I did a proper spot for him, but I want you to just show the RSVP. That's one thing. Then you can ask me your life questions, and while you're getting everything ready, I wanted to shout out the San Jose Sharks too, who have had a pretty nice road trip. They beat Boston, they beat Montreal, they lost yesterday up in Ottawa. But I think it's been a pretty good trip overall. And I just wanted to shout out the Sharks. I know we do have some Shark fans among us out here. Shout out Anthrax among the living. Okay, Tony, what do you got for me?
Shout out Anthrax, Bring the Noise with
Public Enemy, with Chuck D and Flav. Yeah, 100%.
Burn it up.
I like that version with the guitars. I like that.
Oh, dude, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Anyways, if this is what I'm just going to walk people through this. Go to YouTube, go to @PolyMaxParticles on
and
YouTube.
Subscribe. Please subscribe and like it. I mean, we do need that, you guys. Tony and I don't, promote that nearly enough, but we actually do need the subscribers and we do need the likes. So please do stop by, subscribe, like, spread the word. Tony, carry on.
100%, Paulie. Thank you. And also, right there, you'll see right below Polymax Particles, you'll see an Eventbrite link. You click that link, and is that taking me there on the show, or is it taking me to a different page? So I'm going to stop sharing this page, and then I'm going to share the Eventbrite link, and it'll show you the link that I just clicked onto from the Polymax Particles page, and that is the RSVP page for the Standard Deviant opening night PMP hang with
I
Logan Webb.
understand. Yeah.
So,
Nice, T.
so there
Nice.
you go. Just go to that and just let us know if you can make it. We just want to give Standard Deviant a round number, a ballpark estimate about how many people will be there. And also for Neil too, because Neil Donardi and Longbridge Pizza, they're going to be slinging pies right out front. And it's going to be the Polymac pizza, I'm sure, will be made amongst other options right out front of Standard Deviant. So let us know if you're coming. We'd love to have as many of you as possible because it's going to be a lot of fun. Standard Deviant makes damn good beer right there on site. I'm partial to the Hop on Muni, and then Neil's going to be making fresh pizzas. And we got Giants baseball opening night. Giants Yankees, Logan Webb first pitch, 5:05. Doors open at Standard Deviant at 4:00.
Hey, I want to, you can leave that up there while we wrap because I got a couple of riffs and I want to answer a question too of one of our favorite people, Carlos De La Fuente. What's up, Losty? He asked Tony, what is the max number of people allowed per PNP Familia member? He goes, I have an entourage so far. I'm bringing Losty. No head count, brother. Come on in. I mean, let us know if you could how many are coming because we were trying to let Mark DeVito know what to expect. The owner, but dude, no, bring your whole crew, dude. Give me Herman. You know what I mean? Is Dan coming? Is Dan Coach Emilio coming? I hope so. I'd love to hang with Dan. I haven't had a proper hang with him yet. And it's great, I think, for the audience when the sponsors can all hang out, like in a low stress kind of fun environment like that. If you want to talk some business, those guys are definitely available to do that. Or if you just want to socialize, they can do that too. So, Carlos, you just bring your whole crew, dude. Bring your whole freaking crew. Yeah, try to get Dan to come. I need some Danny C. I haven't hung with him yet, and I would like to. Okay, Tony, what were your questions about life, real quick?
Well, no, they weren't about life, but they were about I've got Niner questions, Paulie, and I've also got they're first of all Niner questions to start.
Okay, but before you go to the Niner questions portion of the show, we do have a bunch of supers I think we haven't acknowledged. Am I correct? And I don't want them to get lost in the weeds. So, just be advised.
Definitely don't want to get them lost in the weeds. However, Paulie,
herb is a plant.
Yeah,
that's all. And then also
herbs are good for everything.
You said the weeds, so I wanted to make sure that we got some Marley out in the mix. But
good, respect, good,
right?
Yes.
I mean, come on, we got to just acknowledge. We got to give credit where credit is due, Paulie. If you don't mind.
Oh yeah, it's business time.
And then, if you don't mind, because I'm going to play the extended version, Paulie. If you don't mind, please.
I get pissed when you don't. I don't.
There we go. Okay, now Stinking Badge is leading off the show with supers. And by the way, this was back at 12:24, I believe. So my apologies, Stinking Badges, also known as Greg. He says, how about just Mac, meaning like guy or dude? That is pretty classic and unique. Paulie, your thoughts?
No, he's this Badges is hitting the nail right on the head. I mean, that's like my grandfather's generation. Like you'd see the guys on the streets. Hey, how you doing, Mac? Move that car, Mac. Mac was like a thing. There's no question. And my grandparents, my father's parents, were known as my grandpa and grandma Mac, short for McCaffrey, just like Paulie Mac. So they were grandma and grandpa Mac. You got Macs all over the place. Thank you, Badges. That is definitely classic and old school. Yeah.
I love it. That's a great call, Stinking Badges. And let's get to a show at the Guild, by the way, dude. Escobar Cheeks, our man, Cheeks. Fingers crossed over the ass cheeks. He says, Tony Hadley from Spandau Ballet. That's
what I'm talking about. Put him on. Put him on your side, dude. You need that kind of greatness. Yeah, yeah.
This much is true, Paulie. And then do not forget, we talked about this a few weeks ago, their follow-up hit, Gold.
Yeah. He's all passionate about his gold. No question. Escobar, I mean, you always keep it up at that high level. That was awesome. Go ahead.
No question, man. I love that you even know Tony Hadley and Spandau Ballet.
I know, it's impressive. It really is. Yeah. It's impressive. Yeah.
Dub City. What's up, Dub City? Is a super. And Dub City says, shout out De Niro smashing the phone in Goodfellas. That is freaking great call.
That's after they find out they whacked Joe Pesci.
Yep.
And then Ray Liotta comes out. He goes, what's going on? What's going on? And he goes, they whacked him. They whacked him. He's like, he knocks the whole phone booth over, actually. They whacked him. Yeah.
I love De Niro in Goodfellas when I forget what I forget whose wife it is that walks in with the brand new mink.
Oh, he just takes it right off her.
Yeah.
Just give me the coat. Give me the jacket. Yeah. By the way,
Great.
couple scenes later, she and her husband are both found dead in the Cadillac while Layla's playing by
In
Derek.
the Cadillac, dude.
Yeah.
It was like, I told you not to put a spot. Like he was just giving him the
What
riot
do
act.
you want to do? You want to get us all pinched? You're gonna get us all
You
pinched.
have to draw the attention. You're drawing attention.
And he starts wrapping the coat around his arm like in a little ball. Give me the jacket. He just takes it right off her. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Give me the jacket. Yeah.
Humdinger 87. What's up, Leah Phillips? She's just became a member for 10 months. Hell yeah, Leah. Thank you so much for the support, Humdinger.
Humdinger
says,
for life. I don't get enough Humdinger. I look forward to seeing you, giving you a big hug on 325, girl.
Leah, by the way, I'm trying to get up to the mountains this weekend to ski, but there probably won't be any freaking snow. Like,
Don't
what
we
the
go to the
hell?
mountains? You got a gig to go to. We got a Polly Mac and Friends show. I'm going to the mountains.
On Saturday. It's my only Saturday literally in months that I have open with no baseball or volleyball, to be honest with you. So I'm thinking about trying to just go up Saturday morning and get some tracks in. But if there's no snow, then I don't know, maybe I'll go for a hike on the top of
keep on reading through Humdinger. She's got a variety of messages here, Tony. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, she's giving us some hashtag love. She says, be cool and register for 325.
Yeah.
She says, hashtag beat LA, hashtag duck the Fodgers, hashtag Otani's a fraud, hashtag Mahomes sucks, hashtag this hashtag is for Escobar.
Yeah.
Hashtag squats all day. Hell yeah. Hey, I'm a squat head. I love squats. Squats are a great exercise, Paulie. So I love that you threw
Anybody,
squats.
only because we're talking squats. I didn't think I was going to throw this out here today, but Tony, for you, I know you're a fellow Justin Bateman enthusiast.
Yes.
Has anybody?
Jason Bateman?
What did I say?
Justin, but there's
Jason,
also Justine Bateman.
That's maybe what I was thinking. Yeah, she went underground though after what do you call it, Family Ties? We haven't seen her. Although I was a fan. Who wasn't a fan? Everybody was a fan of Justine Bateman back in the day. I meant Jason. Now I'm confused. It is Jason Bateman, right? The guy? Okay. From Ozark and everything. All right. So he's got this new series on. This guy's busy, dude. I just finished watching another Bateman series on Netflix called Black Rabbit, which is good, pretty good. Check it out. Black Rabbit, he owns a bar and stuff like that. Anyway, anybody out there watching Rags, you're freaking on it. Yes, dude. Yes. DTF St. Louis. Rags knows. I'm watching too. Anyway, anybody else with us on this one? It's incredible. It's totally perverted. You got Bateman. I can't even get into some of the things he's doing with his love interest on this show.
What does DTF stand for?
Down to blank.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, it's like that. It's like that. And
right.
Bateman, sick perv. Totally perved out, dude. He's with this girl. It's like an extramarital affair. And he's asking her, he's like, let's make each other's dreams come true. Let's do all the things we can't do with our spouses. He's got this girl doing some outrageous stuff, dude. Wow. Outrageous. Rags, boy. I'll just say this one thing. Perform tasks. You with me on that? He goes, I want you to blank on my blank while you perform tasks.
Wow. Dude, and you got a problem with me talking cock shots? Holy moly.
Dude. You got the encore cock shots. It's just, I wasn't expecting that. It was the way you said it. It was all kinds of stuff.
No, anyway, I love that you're going. I'm going to check out the show now. And
you have to. You have to. They had the third episode last night. It's a series, and it keeps getting better and better and better. Yeah, if anybody else out there with DTF St. Louis, it's good. It really is. It's a good show. Check it out.
And Paulie, it sounds like he has just a to-do list when you say tasks. He's got a to-do
list, but he wants the girl. I can't get into it. I can't say it because Chris wouldn't like it, and probably people. I mean, there's a variety of people might not like this one. But anyway, check it out. Performing tasks. You guys will know what I'm talking about.
I got a few things, Paulie. Yeah. Speaking of Cron Chris and speaking of Cron 4, make sure you check us out on the Cron 4 Plus app. We're right there on demand on the Cron 4 Plus app, and every night at 11:30 on Cron 4 as well. Paulie and I do a little promo video after every show that airs before we go on the Cron 4 at 11:30. It airs about 11:25 during Sports Night Live, their version of Sports Center, with Scott Reese, who's a badass, by the way. And Paulie, we have more supers to get involved with. But speaking of shows, I know Robot Centaur is on the map with me about this. Shrinking, just caught up with Shrinking. Just freaking amazing. That's all I got to say.
All
Those who
right.
watch Shrinking, if you know, you know. And then also, I just started Landman, Paulie. Billy Bob Thornton. Oh boy, Texas Oil, dude. Texas Oil. That's all I got to
Well,
say.
I don't know. Can Landman or Stranger Things deliver a plot line like this? Because this is one of the things that happened last night, just to give you a little taste. The woman, and I forget her name. I'm actually a big fan of hers. I like this woman a lot. The girl that Bateman's involved with. It was the wife in Green Book. Have you guys ever saw Green Book? She was
Great movie. Great movie.
It is a great movie. And anyway, the wife in that movie of the driver, Viggo Mortensen, that's the woman who's in this show. And anyway, there's
nice. And Paulie, Mahershala Ali is the St. Mary's Gale, who's the one. I think he won an Oscar for that role, didn't he?
Now I'm confused. What are we talking about? What?
In the Green Book. In Green Book.
Oh, yes, Tony. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Sorry. Okay. But last night, this is the kind of Bateman they're throwing at you, like totally sexually perverted Bateman. Last night, because they keep doing this, let's make each other's dreams come true. Let's live each other. Rags, I got to tell you, I was getting pissed at Bateman last night. Like, dude, enough is enough. So they go to this motel, Tony, where they have these, like, they're having an affair, basically. But he makes the girl do all this ridiculous stuff. Like last night, he's in a Bateman is in a box, lying down in front of a freaking the motel door. He's in a freaking box with like styrofoam stuffing and popcorn inside the box. The girl opens the door and Bateman's like, "I'm your sex robot. Please activate me." And I know that's what's going on. So she's like activating him, and he's acting like a robot. But they're having sex, and he's talking like a robot, telling her what to say. It's freaking crazy. Is what? Yeah.
Wild.
It is. Yeah.
Take me back to more tame Bateman. It sounds like. Give me Game Night Bateman, or give me Ozark Bateman.
Dude, Game Night Bateman that's top premium, dude. It's some of the best Bateman you're going to get.
Agreed. If you haven't seen Game Night, everybody, please.
Oh, dude, if Clemens next door, the cop with the dog, you know?
Yeah. Jesse Clemens next door, lives next door, petting the dog.
I see that you have 2 bags of Frito-Lays there. And Bateman's like, yeah, And he goes, well, that wouldn't be. And he goes, yeah, they were having a 3-for-1 sale. And Clemens is like, 3-for-1? How could that be profitable for Frito-Lay? I don't understand. Like, dude. Anyway, Game Night, underrated, man. It really is. Yeah.
Game Night freaking rules.
Yeah.
Hey, Paulie. And by the way, I saw BLA say on the chat, how have you just now started Landman? I just now started Landman because I'm just way behind in everything. Stranger Things, my daughter finished Stranger Things. I haven't finished it yet. My son and I are lagging. We lag on shows. I lag on shows. I always start them late. But dude, I just watched the first episode of Landman. I'm like, oh man, I am so freaking in. But I am up to date on Shrinking, which I'm excited about. Very excited about. Paulie, I wanted to talk to you about the 49ers becoming the home of like a brotherhood, a literal brotherhood. And are you down? Okay,
brother. Yeah, a little Marvin Gaye.
Great songs with brother in them.
Alice in Chains, brother.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Alice in Chains, brother. Yeah.
Oh, did you ever get down to the Chemical Brothers, dude?
Chemical Brothers, Chemical Sisters, Chemical Uncles. That's a Dennis Leary bit. I don't want any Chemical Brothers. I don't want any Chemical Sisters. No, I don't know. I don't. Chemical Brothers, gimme. What's their big thing? I don't know. Maybe
they were like rave EDM before EDM was called.
Are we
EDM?
talking like that same period? It's like kind of Fat Boy Slim-esque.
Yeah, Fat Boy Slim, Prodigy. Remember Prodigy was out there as well.
I will tell you this. I love that one Fat Boy Slim track. I see you, baby, shaking that ass. Like I love that track. I really do.
Fat Boy Slim, we've come a long, long way together.
Yeah.
Praise you. That's the song. Praise
I
you.
had to praise you like I do. Yeah, I'm still. I see you, baby, shaking that A. I'm a fan. Yeah.
So, there's a song. "Mother" by Pink Floyd, but not "Brother." "Hush Now, Little Baby, Don't You Cry." It's a great song, by the way. Not "Brother" though, so I'm failing on the brother tip. But I wanted to ask you about brothers.
Yes.
Bosa and brothers McCaffrey. Could you see that happening in the Bay? Luke McCaffrey is a Washington Commander. Maybe the Commanders want to trade Luke McCaffrey for Brandon Ayuk, because there's all this talk about how, Ayuk wants to be a Commander. He wants to go play with Jaden Daniels, and he wants to go be a Commander. Good riddance. And we'll take Luke McCaffrey. And then Mrs. Bosa, Nick and Joey's mother posted something over the weekend that caused a stir. And then there's Nick Bosa restructuring his contract to make salary cap room. And there's all kinds of interesting little tidbits that happened over the weekend that kind of make you believe that that Joey Bosa could be a Niner. Are you in?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm probably in for Bosa. I mean, I will say this. I do think if you really look at it big picture, I think you'll see and find this time and time again, most of the time, when there's some kind of brothers, a tandem like that on any given team, there's usually the good brother, and then there's like the Fredo. You know what I mean? The guy who's like dropping the oranges while Marlon Brando gets shot. It's never like, but the Bosas, I will say, are one of the better, really actually competitive kind of siblings in any pro sport. Because when I think about like the Giambi brothers, there was one awesome Giambi, and then there was the guy who was kind of a clown who never really did that much.
Jeremy.
Yeah, Jeremy. Exactly.
Rest in peace, Jeremy Giambi, by the way.
That's unbelievable. What happened to him? We don't need to get into it. I'm sorry. Yeah. That's okay. That's okay.
It's okay. But
again, it's even it's like Seth and Steph. They're on the same team right now. They're like never on the floor together. So my point is, it's like it's a nice idea. Oh, we got the brothers. I guess the Rodgers brothers and the Giants for a while, they were both contributing and playing. But generally, there's one that does, and then the other guy just kind of hangs out and sits around on the bench and stuff. But yes, I would bring in Joey Bosa because I think he can help. I think he can help the defense. Yeah,
I agree too, and I think that they'd be thrilled to play on the same team together, even if it's just for 1 year. And I think that Joey Bosa, again, if the Bosa brothers can stay healthy, I think it's a win-win for all involved. And then I like the idea of trading for Luke McCaffrey too. Instead of trying to get a 7th round pick or whatever for Ayuk, they better get something for Ayuk. Is what I'm basically
I don't know realistically though. How many teams are going to line up and say, "Yeah, I want to take that on. I want the guy who stops coming to work when he's unhappy." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like. Right. I don't know. Honestly, I'm like not even kidding. I wonder what the demand for Brandon Ayuk is going to be, because I think all of that bull is going to compromise like the dollars he could have made if he just acted like a professional. If he would have just acted like a professional, handled his business, come to the facility, work out. You may be unhappy as hell. Guess what? A lot of life is being unhappy as hell. You still got to show up to work, man. So I don't know. I hope we get something for him, but I don't know what to expect because I don't know how much his value has been damaged.
Well, somebody's gonna have to roll the dice, and obviously it's going to be a creative contract as well. But I do like the idea of uniting the McCaffrey brothers too, and also underrated loss. The Niners they lost Sky Moore recently, and I was like, damn,
we didn't even mention that. You're right, Sky, and they didn't even really use him. Sky Moore was like another invisible guy. Kind of, I mean, he was on the field a little bit during special teams, but Sky Moore hardly made an impact on the 49ers. He was like kind of there. He didn't really do that much. So
but I was like, I don't know, just having a threat when on punts, right, and on kickoffs. Although you're right, like there were times where Brian Robinson Jr. would run over and receive the kickoff, like near Sky Moore. And I'm like, what are we doing, dude? Sky Moore, go get that kickoff and do what you're paid to do. So
I have another NFL question for you. It's not 49er related, but I'm just curious. So Justin Fields is now on his way to Kansas City. He's going to play for the Chiefs now. Is he going to be another Sam Darnold archetype where it's like, because Justin Fields, I mean, remember him in college, the guy was a baller, and it's like once the Jets got their hands on him, he's become another like inept, and I don't want to blame Fields. That's my point. I blame the New York Jets. So will Justin Fields be born again in Kansas City playing for Andy Reid, Tony?
Oh, boy.
I mean, let's get it straight. He's Mahomes' backup, but Mahomes is coming off a major injury for the first time in his career, a significant injury. So will he be compromised? Will he be ready? Will he re-aggravate it during the season? I say all of those things are on the table. And if that happens, enter Justin Fields. What do you think? Will he ball out now in the Chiefs system?
Sure. I mean, yeah, I could see him and them utilizing his strengths like he hasn't been utilized yet because Andy Reid's a damn good coach. So, and also they have what's his name? Bieniemy is back in the mix in the coaching for the Chiefs as well. So, I don't know. Boy, that's an interesting backup situation. It's probably their best backup they've had in a while. And by the way, Paulie, news flash, sports flash. Robot Center is reporting that the Niners just signed Christian Kirk to a 1-year deal. Former Arizona Cardinal receiver, veteran for $6 million. I think that's freaking outstanding. That's great. I love
our wide receiver room is getting older and older by the day now. So we got Kirk, we got Mike Evans, and we have, I guess you still got Pearsall, the dancer. You know what I mean? He can show it. He can show the older guys how to post some videos of themselves dancing. Yeah.
Christian Kirk, Cardinals 2018 to 2021, Jaguars 2022 to 2024, and then with the Texans last year. I like Christian Kirk, and I think Kyle Shanahan, I think this is a steal, man. He had 28 catches, 279 yards last year. 1 TD. But I feel like if utilized correctly, and of course stays healthy, he's a veteran receiver, and hopefully the substation doesn't have something to say about his health.
Oh God!
But I think this is a great signing for $6 million. I mean, relatively speaking, that's a bargain, and I like it. I really like it. Yeah.
By the way, just before I forget to throw this out there, you mentioned a substation. I'm pretty sure the substation behind Levi's now has its own Twitter account. Like somebody put up a substation account and the guy was like, I can't wait for these new players to come to camp. Like, I can't wait. So someone's like posting as the substation now, which I thought was kind of funny.
Yeah. And that is very funny. And I just see Los D on the chat too. And I totally agree with Los D. He says, get O-line help or having good wide receivers means nothing. And he's right.
He's 100%. Go ask Justin Herbert how important an offensive line is. Tony, go ask Justin Herbert if he's got the ability to speak again and they unwired his jaw shut and he's out of the hospital. Go ask him how important an offensive line is.
I know. I just wonder if they have their eyes on somebody in the draft or somebody, or if they're thinking about, I don't know. It's just they've never been a big O-line team, like front office. And it's like, yes, of course they brought Trent in, but I mean, by the way, what's going on with Trent Williams? That's all of a sudden gone hush. And
yeah.
Is hush a good thing or is hush a bad thing? I don't know how to interpret that.
Hush, hush, hush. Thought I heard you calling my name now. Hush, hush. Broke her heart, but I love her just the same now. Bam, bam. All right, Tony, here's what we're going to do.
One thing, Paulie, I really want to say this real quickly on Christian Kirk. 1,108 yards receiving and 8 touchdowns, 84 catches in 2022 for Jacksonville. So I feel like 787 yards in 23, and then the last 2 years kind of a decline. So with some injuries as well. But if he can stay healthy, man, I think that's a good veteran pickup. And again, more veterans to help with Pearsall as they kind of, I don't know, maybe just say, hey, Ricky, you need to get on the field, dude. And you need to stay on the field.
You think? Yeah.
Right. So I don't know. We'll see. But that's not bad news. I think that's good news getting Christian Kirk. But yeah, now shore up the O-line and let's go.
Hey, Escobar Cheeks III and Don Peralta, both with the same kind of idea here. It's Zaza Pachulia talking to Shanahan. Offensive line, where is he? Where is he? It's a great question because Tony said it. We all know it. Without an offensive line, you ain't doing jack S in the NFL. Tony, final minute of the show.
Christian Kirk, 29 years old. So he's under the 30-year-old marker, which seems to be the Niners age marker now.
I still have in bookmark somewhere a list of all the 49ers that are over the age of 30. It's like a page long, dude. It's insane. I wanted to spend the final moments of the show today just with a quick word or two on the Academy Awards, the Oscars. I watched some, I was out, probably like a lot of people. You jump in, you jump out, you get a little bit. First of all, Best Picture goes to One Battle After Another, which I was fine with because I thought that was a really good movie. Yeah, and Paul Thomas Anderson, that director, he's that guy's a massive talent. He married to Maya Rudolph, you know what I mean? How do you not love that dude? And he writes the screenplays and stuff too. I believe he does. He writes like he wrote Boogie Nights, Magnolia, all these great films. So I was happy about that. Then there was Sinners. Sinners won a bunch of awards.
Yep.
Michael P. Jordan got the best
Michael
actor.
B. Jordan. He took his Oscar to In-N-Out Burger after the Oscars last night. There's footage of him in In-N-Out picking up his fries and double at the counter, holding his Oscar. I was like, that is so badass, dude. And also Raphael Sadiq contributed to the music, Oakland native, who gave all kinds of love to Oakland in the Oscars, which was at the Oscars, which was so freaking great. And Paulie, I haven't seen Sinners yet, but everybody I know who whose opinion I really respect when it comes to like movie recommendations swears by it. So I got to watch it. I heard it's pretty spooky, pretty freaky. Yeah,
it does get a little spooky. It's on HBO right now. You can watch it anytime. Yeah, no, I like Jordan a lot. I like that dude. He won me over years ago when I saw the movie Creed. I was like, this kid's good. This kid's really good. And he's grown into being a really, really good actor. I was happy with that. Now, as you have to do, here's my complaint. Here's my biggest complaint of the night. Tony, just so you understand, when you see Sinners, you'll understand this more, but a lot of the movie has to do with the blues. Playing blues guitar, being a blues performer, like the inherent like danger that kind of goes along with that, like the mythology of Robert Johnson selling his soul to the devil. Like there's some spooky, and I love the blues. And just for all y'all, so you know, you're not musically, if you can't understand and play the blues, you really don't understand anything. Like the blues is the cornerstone to me of everything. And I'm not exaggerating. It's all about the blues. Ask Jimmy Page, ask Joe Perry, ask anybody who knows anything about music, ask Jerry Garcia. It's blue. It starts with blues. So they had this thing last night during the Academy Awards where so my point was music is part of the storyline. Blues music is part of the storyline. In the freaking award show last night, they're like, ladies and gentlemen, now a recreation of the Sinners soundtrack, and they played a blues number. Here's the thing, dude, they got probably, I don't know, you guys, 50 people on stage? Not exaggerating. People are dancing. You got blues players all over the place. What's that young kid's name? The big kid, Marcus King, the blues player? Is that his name? Marcus King?
Yeah.
Okay. He's on stage. Beautiful. Beautiful. You want to know who else was on stage? The last living original blues legend, Buddy Guy, is on stage. Guess where they got Buddy Guy? They got him in the back, dude. They got Buddy Guy barely visible with all these dancers jumping around. They should have had Buddy Guy in a freaking throne, okay?
Yeah.
Front and center, elevated about 50 feet above everybody else, because Buddy Guy is a walking, talking, living legend. And when Buddy Guy goes, which could be any time, he's a very old guy now. He might even be brushing up against 90. If he's not 90, he's very
89. He's 89.
There you go.
Yeah.
And like all true great blues players, still gigging, effing gigging.
Yep.
And Tony, he is in the movie. Buddy Guy has a very small role in the movie Sinners, but I just thought it was a huge mistake in just kind of putting him in the back behind all these other nobodies. Like people, you're a professional dancer. Come see me when you've been doing it for like 75 years, because that's Buddy Guy. And
was Pierce all out there dancing?
That's why I keep you around. Moments like that. I hope he was. He was probably at home dancing and probably being critical of Buddy Guy. Who's that old guy up there? He shouldn't be there. So Buddy Guy,
score as many touchdowns. If you score, give me 10 touchdowns, you can dance. I don't care how many times you dance, right? But I don't know.
Do the worm. Do the worm at the 50. Do the robot. I don't care. Play football though first, if I may. If that's not too big an ask, I'd love you to be a football player first, dancer second. So that's my big complaint. You had a moment where you could have done something really spectacular with Buddy Guy, and instead of really utilizing that, they obscured it. You'll see. If you watch it, you'll see what I'm talking about. It really pissed me off.
No, I totally agree with you, Paulie. And gosh, tip of the cap forever to Buddy Guy and his legacy and his life and what he's done for blues music and for musicians everywhere. The guy's a freaking living legend, man. And seen him. Have you seen him live?
Buddy Guy?
Yeah.
I have not, and I hate that. I hate that so much. I haven't. No.
You know, it's do it. Do it. If he comes through, do it. Just do it.
I know.
And Paulie, as we wrap up the show, we're going to give Longbridge Pizza some love, but I also want to say, check out Tom Tolbert on the Bay Area Sports Collective today, because he is having Tommy Lloyd, the Arizona coach, and Randy Bennett on today. He recorded stuff with both guys, Arizona's head coach Tommy Lloyd and Randy Bennett of the St. Mary's Gales, or number 1 seed Arizona, right? I believe, and then I think Duke, Florida. We can talk tournament tomorrow, by the way, and I also want to get it.
I want to talk Broncos. I'm so happy they made
Yeah.
it. Like, we were wondering if they would get in. They did. They're a 10 seed. They did okay.
That's great. Remember we talked about we didn't think they would get in because we didn't think they'd get the West Coast, the love from being on the West Coast. But I'm glad they recognized Broncos hoops and WCC hoops. That's great.
Yeah.
And we got to talk about what's his name, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, also known as
save that for tomorrow. Save that guy.
Yes, exactly. We got to talk about him tomorrow. Robbie Avila, who's also known as Larry Nerd for St. Louis University. They're a 9 seed, and go watch highlights of Robbie Avila at Indiana State or St. Louis University, and you won't regret it, guys. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, Tony, but we have a very important question from the audience, and it's a good question. It comes from Beat LA. She says, will Jeremy Affeldt ever do any more podcasts, or am I missing them and just not seeing them? It's a great question. And pardon me. That's the thing. It's hard. See, some of these former ball players, man, they have good intentions, but it's hard to nail them down to like a routine. So I'm going to defer to Tony on that one, because Tony has worked with Jeremy like very closely on getting his whole rig set up and stuff. So I don't know. I hope so. What is the status of Affeldt? When is his next show?
I would assume that when baseball season gets going again, he'll get going again, because I know that he was doing some stuff for the Giants fantasy camps and also Giants spring training. Yeah, and I also know that he's running his full-time brewery in Texas. So I think that once baseball season gets going, he'll get going again. I'll reach out to him again, opening week, and see, first of all, if he can come on the show, and second of all, what he wants to do about getting shows going again. Because yes, Jeremy on the mic is something that should happen often.
I agree. Yeah. I have some, I know, geez Louise. I know there's a lot of, I'll just keep it broad and tell you there's like a lot of political irons in the fire, which has led to us not getting Affeldt in the broadcast booth for Giant games as often as I would like to, but it's all horse ass. It's all a bunch of politics, because I totally agree with Tony. I think Affeldt is really, really good on the mic. Like, his analysis is really good. He's not interested in having like a shtick or doing like a routine, or he just talks ball. And I would love to see more of him. I'd love to see more Javi Lopez too, to be honest with you, in the booth. I love Javi too. All right, Tony, like you said, Longbridge Pizza, and then we out of here. Also, quick reminder to you on the air in the middle of the show, let's try to get Brooksy this week, Tony. Make it happen. Make your phone calls. You need to call some people. You need to talk to your guys. Anyway,
I want to talk to Brooksy about Dante Whitner and the Grit Code podcast that Rod does with Dante Whitner and Patrick Willis, because Dante was breaking it down about how he loves the Greenlaw signing for many reasons, and one of the main reasons is he can't wait to see the competition for that starting linebacker job aside Fred Warner between D. Winters and Dre Greenlaw. And he says that's going to light a fire under D. Winters like you've never seen before, because this guy, everybody loves Dre Greenlaw. But people also did fall in love with D. Winters this past year too. So it's a great problem to have. So it's good stuff. We can talk to Rod about that later in the week.
I love it, Tony. I love it. I love everything you just said. And I do love the spirit of competition. And I agree with you. D. Winters really stepped up last year. But Greenlaw will have his moments, folks. I'm telling you, as long as he's on the field playing, he's going to knock a few fools on their asses. You'll see, like he did it in Denver. He wasn't out there all the time, but when he was, he still was making some big plays and big hits. Anyway, speaking of big plays, you know who's a big play pizza maker? Neil Donardi. He's a big play guy. He's like Jordan at Madison Square Garden going for 50. That's Neil Donardi making pizzas. And folks, we are close. We are close to the pizza wagon pulling up. What do you got, T? What?
I was going to say, I have visual aids that I want to show during this spot today, because
I'll make it brief. I'll make it brief. I'll do it very briefly and just tell you that Longbridge is closed today. But they'll open their doors again tomorrow. This is the only day of the week they take off. And after you see the kind of effort and hustle Neil Donardi and all of those guys put in, Steven and Andre and Andrew, and it's just, listen, it's a family affair down there at Longbridge Pizza. They all work their asses off, and they all take the time to get to know you as customers. Like Neil cares. He wants his customers to be happy and satisfied. So get on down to Longbridge starting tomorrow when they reopen their doors for Laid Back Pizza. Take two, sorry. Laid Back Vibe and the Serious Pizza. You then join the Vibe Tribe. Neil Donardi, the South City boy that we all love so much. And the wagon will be pulled up, as Tony said earlier in the show. We'll have it at opening night, courtesy of Neil Donardi and all the good people at Longbridge. He'll have the pizza wagon out front. He'll be flipping pies all night. I'll be out there loitering, eating pizzas. I'll be standing there with you guys. We'll have a few slices together. We'll split a Polymac particle. We'll split a Sophia. Tony will split a Nico, whatever it takes. But anyway, Longbridge, thank you so much for all the support. You guys are great partners. You're great friends. And Tony, I look forward to the visuals. But I'm going to need to eat lunch ASAP because every time you do this, you make me extremely hungry. So show me the visuals, and then we're going to lunch, folks.
So this is I'm going to stop this right here. This is something that Longbridge Pizza is doing. They're involved with a movement called Slice Out Hunger. And our guy Steven, who does the playlists, narrates this video, and he takes us through what Longbridge Pizza and many other pizzerias in the San Francisco area are banding together to try and help. It's called Slice Out Hunger. So I want to share this video, and you're going to love this, Paulie. This is our guy, Steven, who just takes us through the Slice Out Hunger process. Here we go.
Beautiful.
Here we go. Volume up. There's Steven right there, and he's literally slicing open a box as we go. So stand by. Here we go.
Pizza feeds people, brings them together, not just here, but everywhere. You can help be a part of making that happen. We just cracked open a box from Slice Out Hunger, got some shirts for the crew, some stickers, signs to put up in the shop. All part of a nationwide movement where pizzerias band together and help fight hunger. So the next time you're in the shop, scan the QR code and help us turn pizza into something bigger.
See, so
Bravo.
there you go.
Bravo. That's
right.
That just tells you these are the kind of people these guys are. They care about the community. It's a cause here on the Polymac Particle Show we're all very passionate about too. And later in the year, we will bring back our fundraiser for September, because that is the month where the San Francisco Marin County Food Bank, they will double your donation. So if you make a donation of $500, they'll match it. Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, I love to see this coming from the Longbridge guys. And folks, we will do it again. People say, and I've said this several times, I think I'm most proud of that moment in the show's history so far when we all came together. And I think the donation we gave the food bank was close to $4,000. And that was thanks to you guys. And I still thank you. It's humbling. We'll do it again this year later when it comes around in September. But Tony, I'm so glad you did that. And great job down at Longbridge. Great job feeding people. Makes me very happy to see that.
Isn't that cool, man? So Slice Out Hunger. So when you are at Longbridge Pizza, and we're going to make sure that they bring all of this info to our opening day hang at Standard Deviant Brewing. There's a QR code that you can check out, and it gives you all the information about Slice Out Hunger and how when you buy pizza, it helps feed hungry people in the Bay Area. So it's great stuff that Longbridge and the pizza community is banding together to do. And then finally, Paulie, the other part of Longbridge that we don't talk about enough is the catering side of Longbridge Pizza.
Yeah.
If you are interested in catering, having them cater an event for work or family or a party, events at longbridgepizza.com. That's the email address, events at longbridgepizza.com. And it says meetings are better with pizza, deadlines are better with pizza, rooftop celebrations are better with pizza. And they say they cater everything from low-key office lunches to full-on rooftop pizza parties around the Bay. Fresh sourdough pies, hot out of the oven, big spreads for hungry teams delivered straight to your office or rooftop. And here's a quick little montage video they put together. It's Neil on the roof. That's Andre. That's Steven. That's Gilbert. So
you gotta fight.
Oh, sorry.
What are you doing? What the hell was that?
Well, Fight for Your Right to Party is the music, but we'll get popped if we play the whole song.
Oh, so. Okay. Sorry. Okay, I got you. Boy, that looks good. All right, hurry up. Now we got to go. You're showing me the pizzas. I can't take it. Yeah.
This is them, this is a setup they will do and cater a party for you. Okay. For your company or for a family event. It's great stuff from Neil Donardi and the crew and Andrew and everybody there. right there. See, this is a rooftop corporate event that they did. And again, events at longbridgepizza.com. Get
Oh,
involved. You
you
won't.
know,
You literally
it's like
won't regret it.
I gotta say, Tony, the same way, like when you see a picture of Jerry Garcia with his guitar in his hands, it just looks right. Or Eddie Van Halen or Jimmy Page, you see him with the guitar, you're like, wow, that's perfect. Then when you see Jimmy Page, Eddie Van Halen, Jerry Garcia without their guitars, there's always something a little weird about that. I gotta throw Neil Donardi into the mix. When right there, pause that. When you see Neil with that freaking wooden kind of what do you call that item again, Tony? The
spit, I think, right? Isn't it the oven spit?
Yeah. When
Pizza?
you see him with that in his hand, that's the proper way you need to see Neil Donardi, like extracting a pizza from the oven, putting it in the box. Like it just looks so right. It's like all is well in the world when you see Donardi making or flipping pizzas. You just know all's going to be okay. There it is, right there.
Yeah.
Look at him. How natural. It's like in his natural habitat right there. It's like a tiger roaming the Serengeti. You got Donardi with the pizza in his hand. It's like as it should be. All is well in the world. Yes.
I would do when I worked the EDM shows out at the pier with them a few weeks ago, and Andrew was at the oven, and just the precision. These guys are professionals. Like they are professionals when it comes to it. It's incredible to watch them work. It really is.
Tony,
right there, Andrew. Yeah.
And you have company, another one glove greatness moment right here. Donardi with the one glove, just like Tony. Only one, you know?
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally, man. And Neil, they're just humble dudes that just make great pizza and have great beer on site and create a great vibe whenever you want to swing by Longbridge at 2347 3rd Street in the Dog Patch. And you want to talk about a cool, like I saw Will Sparks on the chat right now. That video of Steven opening the box with the big blade, that is Will Sparks, on one of the members of the PMP Familia. He sells knives. That's one of Will Sparks's knives, because Neil said, "Oh, you sell knives? I'll buy your knives. I'll use your knives." See, it's all about scratching backs and everybody taking care of
it is. I love that. And you guys, man, make some connections, network, do your thing at these PMP events. Honestly, good things can happen. Tony, I got two final comments and then we're out of here. One, tomorrow, depending on what happens with Italy, actually, I say win, lose, or draw. Screw it. I want to celebrate Italian culture tomorrow with that Godfather scene we talked about. We know we need to go beyond that. We'll do that tomorrow. And then actually, you know what? I'm going to punt that to tomorrow. Okay. We'll be back, folks. No, because I think it's better as a surprise tomorrow. We'll keep it. We'll reveal something tomorrow. All right, folks, listen, we love you guys. Thank you for supporting the show. You got Sparksy, you got Karen. Actually, you know what you should do for Sparks, dude? You should take that moment of the fan where De Niro, bro, he goes into the customer thing, pulls up his pant leg and starts shaving his leg hair off, because De Niro is a knife salesman in the fan, just like Sparksy. And, dude, I want Sparks shaving the leg hairs off. So, anyway, dial that up for tomorrow. We'll be like, here's Will Sparks on the sales call. All right, you guys, John Joseph, Don Peralta, Lily Merchant, Miguel, Dami, Sparksy, Karen Bell, Arkansas Dave, Rags in Jersey. Patty was in. She was out. I got Escobar Cheeks the third. I got Fareed. I got all of y'all. We love you guys. Beat LA, Red Jet Shell. Thank you, guys. Thank you for supporting the show. Thank you to our sponsors as well. Today it was Stellar Design, Don Peralta, and, of course, Longbridge Pizza. Tony, we'll come back. We'll do it again tomorrow. We will talk brackets, our brackets and the real ones. We will do the Italian culture celebration. I got Will Sparks as a knife salesman. I got more World Baseball Classic. Anyway, enjoy the Warriors in D.C. I expect heavy legs. What do you want from these guys? It's another back-to-back. Fareed said the 16th one. It's absurd. I mean, it really is absurd what they've had these guys doing. Hey, Monica Lopez, good to see you too. Cheeks, everybody be cool. All right, you guys. Tony, we out of here. So
I'm going to order you a jersey, Paulie. It's going to be 97 on the front and 99 on the back, and it's going to say Brosa. Okay, I'm going to order that today for you. Okay.
Yeah, give me an XL, a road. Give me a white. And then finally, for those of you watching DTF St. Louis, I'm just going to say, I'll leave you with those two words: perform tasks. If you know,
and Paulie, throw cock shots. Okay, it's a very simple
shots and tasks. Hashtag tasks and cock shots. Okay, Tony. Thank you and good night. Take us home, kid.
Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. Here we go. Oh, sorry, man. Here we go. And Polly, as we get ready for Diamond Dave, just a happy birthday to Eric Estrada. Happy birthday to Flavor Flav. Happy birthday to Wolfgang Van Halen and Steph Curry. Again, happy birthday over the weekend. Steph turned 38. Polly, class will be dismissed. There we go, Polly.
All right,
And-
Flavor Flav. Everybody go home and listen to I'm lamping, I'm cold lamping. Cold lamping with Flavor Flav. Happy birthday, Flav. I love you, baby.
Yeah, buddy.